Greetings everyone, and Great here of another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the yellow English, we have a foreign name. Spawn on the top left side as the green English, we have Corvinus1. Likely going to come down to longbowmen versus longbowmen. Once one person starts pulling out spearmen to engage the horsemen, then the person that will be fighting against the spearmen will probably find man-at-arms. So we may see man-at-arms sooner rather than later, but that's my prediction. Green's immediately going for the deer. That will get him some good amount of food very quickly. No Vanguard man-at-arms rush either. And now I do got the Council Hall being pulled up by yellow. Will Greens do the same? And yep, Council Hall for both players. Green looks like we'll get his build up beforehand. He has 6 villagers versus his opponent's 2. He does deploy out near his deer deposit. And now do you see the first longbowman? And yeah, actually Green did lose his scout somewhere. Oh, I lost a deer over here. Longbowmen start advance on forward. We got some longbowmen already over here. Yellow's just trying to collect up some more of his sheep. Longbowmen move around the flanks. We'll spot the deer. There's some deer over here as well. Green's gone for wheelbarrow as well as double broad axe. So it's dying for some economic upgrades. Yellow has only deployed out 1 longbowman at the moment. He has a sole scout, but Green has 5 and so now 6 longbowmen on the field. Scout hasn't spotted any of them, I believe, just yet, and Yellow's not deploying any additional longbowmen at the moment. That's maybe a little oversight. Or the biggest thing is that Scout just not finding these longbowmen just yet. Right now, the villagers over here are relatively safe, but the longbowman position over here can get some good damage onto these villagers. Yellow has gone for a second town center already, so we do already see a pretty big in build queue. Green's eyeing for aggression, Yellow's eyeing for economic. Even though Green's also went for the economic upgrades. You have the mining and the faster chopping axe as well. Longbowman does see a bit of fire there. Got these villagers still collecting wood that could be hit. And now I've got a forward barracks. Yellow or Green may be eyeing for man-at-arms sooner rather than later. Yellow's not eyeing to pull out some longbowmen now. Another long camp as well. Do have now outposts being pulled out over here. The network of castles can be very useful. Outposts going on up. It'll take a bit of time. But Green has more orchards at the moment. Now got a second villager now deploying it out. Got Vanguard man-at-arms. They do have 3 pierce armor. Though he should still get out the early man-at-arm upgrade. We do not have siege engineers being pulled up like Green. He's eyeing to pull out some battering rams. He's probably going to go for the King's Hall, King's Palace in order to provide another town center. Yellow will be sort of advancing forward with more villagers. Battering ram going on up. Now both sides have gone for pierce damage nearly at the same time. Does Yellow spot this? He knows about the tower there. He also saw a bit of a placement there, but that could just be a replay thing. Because there's nothing there. Or, never mind. There is a stable going on up. There is now a fresh battering ram. We do not see any melee forces here. This battering ram is going to live for the second town center. Like I said, the battering ram could advance on forward. The village, as the villagers start torching down the battering ram, the longbowmen can start getting some damage onto it. And now longbowmen are eyeing to get inside the battering ram, as well as the man-at-arm. Now it's trying to put some holes in this town center. It's a good hit onto it. Now he's trying to repair up the town center now. He's trying to torch it down, so he's going to see a D-garrison relatively soon. There's the D-garrison. Longbowmen and man-at-arms now engaging at close range against these villagers. Getting a good number of kills there. It does get inside the town center, but it does get the repair ones on the outside. He panic select. And now he lost a good number of his villagers there. Right now, the green has one villager slow. Longbowmen charging forward. They were on attack move order. Some big misplays there by yellow. Green's on his force trying to get cleaned on up. Green's not going for Pierce armor research as well as yellow. They're getting those research out at near the same time. And Green's force will be cleaned on up. He does not set the town center ablaze, but he did take out a good number of his opponent's villagers. However, yellow still has a standing army. I think a scout just went inside of that. No, a horseman went inside of that tower. You have a forward stable here, and something got burned down there. Looks like no stable was attempted to be put on out. To be deployed on out. Villager's now eyeing for a stable there. He may just want to go. Yeah, he's currently. I see 3 battering rams. Okay, he's queued up 3 battering rams. The outpost is outranged. 6 how range versus the longbow's inherent 7. Now trying to repair up the tower. Got more horsemen on the inside. Man-at-arm's going to take a long time to build up all that stuff. And it's all by himself. He has no additional melee units queuing up the stuff at the moment. Longbowman needs to get over there and help him out. Going for a mill. I don't think the mill is a good idea. Yellow's not pulling out any more longbowmen. He may not be aware of what's going to be happening soon. And the green longbowman does get some damage there. The longbowman needs to start helping out the production of those battering rams. It's going to take that man-at-arm forever. Right now, yellow only has a slight villager advantage. We do got a decent gold reserve for green. He's gonna probably save that up all meant for the next age. Bit of stone being collected as well. He may be eyeing a keep in the future. He probably is gonna get a keep in the future. Just depends when in the future. Now I've got the outpost research. That does also increase the range of the outpost to 7, allow him to retaliate against these longbowmen. And now more battering rams are being pulled on out, more longbowmen as well. It does have a nice little squad of horsemen inside this outpost. He may not be aware of the number of horsemen in there. Fortified outpost now going on up. Council hall over here. And now I've got the battering rams on push way forward. Needs more men-at-arms again on the inside. There's now some mount perhaps garrison inside these battering rams, or maybe not. And got some 4 men-at-arms for yellow, 3 more on the build queue. Now horseman is charging on forward. He does not have palings on the field. Will get some good damage there. Man-at-arms push way forward. Green's man-at-arms going to be gauging yellow's man-at-arms. Green's longbow engaging as well. It's not looking great for yellow, but he still has significant force here. The rest of these villagers can start repairing it on up. And those villagers are just been ordered to shelter. Now that it's gone down, these villagers need to abandon out of the region. Let's get a nice little strike there. Falls back. It was quite an investment, but the battering ram stays alive. Green sells his forward infrastructure Has now a second outpost here as well. Right now, yellow has 7 longbowmen, 6 man-at-arms. Opponent has 7 longbowmen, 2 man-at-arms, and of course the 3 banner rams and 1 horseman. Overall, yellow does have a superior military, but losing that town center is probably really disheartening for him. Even though he's still overall in a better position, maybe? Military is better. He has a little less. He doesn't have the melee upgrades, not hack armor nor pierce or hack damage, but both of them have the same economic upgrades. Yellow has almost enough gold for teching up. It's still pretty even, isn't it? But of course, green does have all this forward infrastructure. It's hard to estimate how important that is. And we do now have the campfire right there. I'm not sure why you deploy the campfire. We got another banner ram here. He's not pushing forward with these banner rams. None of them in garrison. He doesn't have a lot of longbowmen here. I think he just tried to use that for a scout. He used banner rams as scouts, because that's all these look like to me. Yellow does need the housing life. If you lose that house, he'll be down to 3 spare population. Longbowmen going on down. Man-at-arms charging up forward. We do got a good number of man-at-arms and longbowmen here. Trying to batter down this outpost. These man-at-arms are just being moved ordered to chase down horsemen, which is not a good idea. The green banner rams could push forward and hit the infrastructure over here. I think that would disrupt his opponent's formation quite a bit. He does get the fortified outpost ablaze. He does have the castle network as well, network castles. Yellow does not have network castles in this region. It's damage on the banner rams. It's the one thing about nice with these banner rams, they can draw range fire quite easily, and even melee fire wouldn't be half bad. Yellow has more man-at-arms supply on the field. Do got arrow slit research onto this banner on this outpost, as well as now a fortified tower. He does have maintained network castles here. Yellow has the improved advance of this network castles from this nearby town, so it skirts around over here. And now these yellow banner rams trying to hit the outpost there. The villagers going to be torching down these banner rams. Those go and batter down a farm. Longbowmen need to start hitting these bad man-at-arms as they're getting distracted. Let's lose a couple farms there, nothing too significant. And this power does go down, removing network of castles for green, and yellow's now, his known network castle is not activated at the moment. And this green infrastructure is starting to go on down, so yellow has stabilized the game. Yellow has more villagers opponent as well, 60 to 52. Does he have another town center again? Looks like green just failed to produce the villagers properly. Oh, but green finds a good attack there on these villagers. Overkilling? Oh, does do a nice triple kill there. And get another of these villagers, getting another volley on these villagers. He just simply needs one more archer here to do extra damage. He has his pierce damage research. And that evens out the villager count, as I mentioned beforehand, of the yellow having more villagers. And now he's going to run away. This horror infrastructure is starting to go on down. Let's see, backline infrastructure. We have none for green. King's Palace not being pulled on the field. He does have a bit of wood there. He needs to pull out some backline infrastructure. Yellow right now has not enough resources, nowhere near enough resources for a castle age just yet. And does find that villager there. Interrupts that outpost. He still has this somewhat forward infrastructure and does get inside this banner ram there. Doesn't know the longbowman can't really hit the guys on the inside. And now there's Castle Wage. He needs to get out his there we go, veteran longbowman research. Yellow right now has 25 longbowmen, 15 man-at-arms, now 16 man-at-arms on this one battering ram, while this one only has 13 longbowmen and a single man-at-arms. But now these man-at-arms or longbowmen are veteran longbowmen. Now it's going for the man-at-arms upgrade, upgrading from early to man-at-arms. Also got a fortified tower somewhere. Not sure where that fortified tower is being upgraded to. We also got another town center here by Green as well. So Green has transitioned to triple town center. His bonus now going for another town center as well. And he will find this battering ram there, and he will pick it on off. I'm going to fast forward for the time being because it looks like both sides are just eyeing equal up. Oh, there's an outpost. He's going to try to torch it down. And quickly guns down that villager. Now we got the white tower being researched out, so we do got a bit of a difference in playstyle now. We got the white tower, which is an axe like to keep, that produces stuff faster, which could allow him to pull out some siege weapons. Nice, getting some good hits there on these villagers. Very, very nice. Does get only 2 of the villagers right there. More villagers getting hit as well, but they're mostly just getting swiped. And does take out that villager there. And we'll take another villager. Doing a good job there. Green has now 76 villagers versus 63. He has a large number of villagers idle at the moment. Not sure where though. Ah, over there. Now got the man-at-arms upgrade for the yellow player. Right now, the composition right now. 4 knights, 4 man-at-arms, 12 longbowmen versus 24 longbowmen, soon to be 14 man-at-arms, 7 spearmen, and soon to be 4 knights. So overall, yellow has a larger force on the field. Need some crossbowmen out, very nice. Huh, I just realized this song is playing as the Age of Empires thing along with it. Sorry, I know that song music all too well. Do now the knights now advancing on forward. We'll find this monk. The monk will be impaled by those lances. The knights are trying to impale the knights. And we'll go and take out that other villager as well. Trying to hit some other villagers before they go down. Very nice. Find some more villagers here. Does take out some good number of villagers there. Gets another round of charges there. Very, very good. And we'll take out another villager before going down. 1 knight remains. All these villagers are full health, so unlikely going to finish off anymore. And of course, that's about the gold there and the housing. Oh, we got the relic not being claimed by Green. And this barracks has been up the entire time. Will finally be focused down. We got a lot of forward infrastructure here. Looks like a bunch of barracks. He's maybe eyeing for just a large number of man-at-arms. Arrow slope being researched by Yell somewhere. That outpost was cleaned on up. Do have this outpost here. Has been upgraded to fortified outpost, but not with any sort of weapons just yet. Or I could go for a real regular arrow slope if you're trying to get monks. Does not face forward. Green has not produced the largest military and is building forward infrastructure without the units to support the forward infrastructure. Green needs to pull out a large wave of man-at-arms. And it's supposed to need some crossbowmen wouldn't hurt as well. Mangonel too wouldn't be half bad. We do now have the armor-clad research for yellow. Has Green gotten that? I don't have the man-at-arms on the field to see if he has gotten that. He may be just going for knights rather than man-at-arms. There's a man-at-arms. It appears he has got an armor-clad as well. Knights advancing forward. They find a great engagement on the longbowman. He's trying to get these villagers. Longbowman, crossbowman, trying to hit these man-at-arms. He's going to lose a large number of villagers, but he has expendable amount compared to his opponent. Knights finding some great hits back here. Longbowman pushing me forward, trying to get some more hits on in. Now there's a Mangonel. This Mangonel finds a volley onto the longbowman, does largely avoid it. And the keep will go ahead and go on up. Nothing here to stop these man-at-arms from running amok. Not man-at-arms, knights. And now the keep is deployed on the field. Single knight here, he's using all the villagers to gun him down. They did take out a couple of those villagers. And this monk will bring back this relic. Right now, green has claimed one. This will be yellow's first one. Relic over here. No weapon placement there. This one can be up for grabs. And green actually has a safe one back there. Oh, yellow's advancing forward for a lot of knights. Villagers do find some damage there. They do, of course, have +2 range damage, so they deal up to 7 damage. These knights have 5 pierce armor, so they will do 2 damage per arrow. Additional pierce armor now being researched by yellow. Green right now has pierce damage, pierce armor, both of them, and only 1 hack armor and pierce. Oh, hack armor and damage. We got a spring gold now put on the field. It may look like it was built by these forces, but you can't build them with those forces. Not sure why he's building outposts there. Yellow's knights advancing forward. There's some exposed villagers here. You could try go for a rich conversion with the monk. That's unlikely based on the current movement. Especially with the fact that the monk is very slow for relic. Got military academy now being pulled out by yellow. Now got these forces burning, seeing some fire there. We got backline keep these areas secure. He could go for some palisade walls there. Villagers being retacked in line. He does have more villagers than his opponent at the moment. Right now the military force is 55 versus 89. Big wave of research technology is being pulled up by green. Does he got not one of those knights? Those knights are being forced back. Secret Sight has been captured up by green. This relic could be claimed. That was a spring guard placement on this outpost, but it will go down to these man-at-arms. And he does pop the 48 man-at-arms there. This will be rapidly torched down. Man-at-arms torch damage is 16, minus the 5 from the fortified outpost. And these battery rams started going down. We pull out some battery rams there by these forces. And these knights have finally been chased on down. Yellow starts a superior military size monk, but now there's a Mangonel deployed on the field. I think that was still the same Mangonel from earlier. Green right now only has 4 or 8 crossbowmen. Yellow has 10. And these villagers will be stabbed. They were denied the movement to this keep. There's a large number of man-at-arms there. They do have, of course, 8 pierce armor, so even the castle fire will do minimal damage. More of these battery rams will go down. They will take out 1 barracks. Now they're going to take time to try to torch down the keep. The keep does have 5 inherent fire armor. Now got the yellow force advance forward. Good number of crossbowmen here as well. It's going to be costly victory for. Oh, no, there's a yellow force, not greens. He's going for boiling oil, but it looks like he will interrupt boiling oil. And it's a very lengthy research. So he takes time to research. Man-at-arms now advancing forward. Man-at-arms are sprinting into the wood farming line there. He perhaps probably could take time to torch down some of those farms. Green's longbowman trying to finish off some of these man-at-arms. They have, of course, the 8 pierce armor. Longbowman right now only does 10 damage, so they would do 2 damage per arrow, which not exactly great. But crossbowman, they can hit like a truck versus man-at-arms, plus 9 versus heavy. Mangonel fires a shot there. Mangonel does do siege damage, not range damage, so it does full damage whatever hits. Assuming he hits something useful. Man-at-arms over here do draw a lot of fire. Man-at-arms something going on forward field. Spring Ball's getting some good damage there. Green's force is getting overrun. He has half the military size on his opponent, and he's not building a lot either. That is a bit of oversight on Green. He's trying to age up. This is not the time to age up when you got this massive army now charging down. He needs all that resources into a military at the moment. Going for sacred site over there. Green's not backing off. Boiling Oil is not being researched, trying to build more siege weapons from the keep. Now got the network castles being pulled him out. And there you go, now he's queued up some stuff. Maybe a little bit too late. There's a lot of these fan ramps started to take out some infrastructure. Boiling Oil has been complete. I got this massive army advancing forward. He has 2 super Magnetals in the field queue. One gets complete, the other one is over here, still pretty far from being complete. Rolls a small hit there on the crossbowman. Archers and crossbowmen trying to gauge this man-arms. Man-arms receive a nice deadly hit there. And the Boiling Oil will get some great damage there. Got these knights pushing forward. Good hits on the man-at-arms. These ranged forces starting to get overran. Mangonel will find one more volley there before going down. Green's army, frontline army started going down. He is not producing enough units at the moment. Got a couple of spring gulls here, taking out some of these battered rams. Boiling Oil gains some good AoE damage on these forces. Villagers trying to torch down that outpost. Green's front line's disintegrating. He sells a good number of villagers. He's just lacking production structures. He has a good amount of wood. He should build out another 20, not necessarily 20, but he can build out another 10 barracks at the moment. He just does need that. Yellows is backing off. He lost the majority of his force thanks to the Boiling Oil. Now it's just a small force from both sides. Starting to slowly torch down this outpost, trying to claim this gold. Yellow has his gold deposit nice and safe. This gold deposit is still contestable. Green tried to collect from it, did lose a keep in return for it. Finds a good hit there on the man-at-arms. I wonder if that one fire hit the fire place is, or the camp is gone. Green's definitely eyeing for a Imperial Age. These villagers will only do 1 damage each. The man-at-arms armor is quite high, and the gold has been claimed actually. Green's now trying to push his way down south, but there is a keep there. You can see the mining camp. One of these forces are yellow forces streaming into the center. Green's forces along the left flank. Now trying to get back to the sacred site as well. Keep here for the garrison. Over here, got multiple outposts pushing on in. Yellow's battery ram is cleaving through the center of the map. And look at that. He's not paying attention. He can back off these villagers, let these guys spoil some battery rams, and then engage the keep. Mangonels do generally outrange keeps. They do have 9 tower range. The arrow fire of keeps is 8, but he does, the extra arrows do have 8 range as well. So the Mangonels can out-siege keeps. They're trying to torch down this keep with villagers. They do have less torch damage. They have 10, and with the 5 fire armor of the keep, that could do really 5 damage each, half damage. And now we've got the Berkshire Castle being plotted right there, which will help him secure up the gold, and does have a keep over here as well. Lose a large number of villagers this right here. Boiling Oil is still in the build queue. That's one thing that's saving Green from losing all those villagers. Battery rams not pushing forward over here. That's not placing these battery rams. Maybe trying to hit this mining camp. Okay, very, very messy, very quick. Now there's Berkshire Castle. Put in a position to help make sure this sacred site is secure and now help keep this gold secure. We've got a keep over here. Berkshire Castle should be a range down that keep. It does have really good range. And the keep is not being repaired up by Yellow's villagers. And the battery rams will be battering down this mining camp there. Yellow's ground force has arrived. Now got the enclosure there, gaining some really extra gold for his farms. Not a whole lot. 1 gold for every 5 seconds, which means it will give, let's see, 60 divided by 5, that would be 12 gold per minute. Nothing too significant, but it's a nice little amount, especially the longer the game goes on. He's going to need some veteran or elite crossbowmen or hand cannoneers to go for all these man-at-arms. The elite crossbowmen will probably be a bit more cost-effective than going for hand cannoneers. Now I've got paired trebuchets being pulled out. Got the Berkshire Castle to protect himself from the Berkshire Castle. Got some of these battery rams pushing way forward. And Green has not been maintaining good military production at the moment. It's going for some hand cannoneers, which are going to be good. Damage there. Battery rams starting to be torched on down. Green's force here is slowly getting whittled down, but the crossbowmen are getting some great work in, and now we've got the elite men-at-arms. Now the Berkshire Castle is complete. Green's trebuchets aren't engaging. Battery rams have been cleaned on up, but he's starting to lose some of these villagers there to this keep. Got some hand cannoneers and more men-at-arms. Some of these villagers being idle. Right now, Green has 9 villagers idle. These ones may have all been... Oh, they've been retexting the gold there. Very nice. Trebuchets engaged in the keep. Berkshire Castle receiving some fire from the Berkshire Castle. Of course, we've got some villagers here. Now the villagers getting some hits. Plus, we got some of these men-at-arms protecting his trebuchet there. This keep will likely go on down. It does take up that keep there. He can perhaps get some villagers inside the Berkshire Castle. The Berkshire extra arrows in Berkshire Castle are pretty good. And of course have the increased range. And plus has 20 space there, so he could perhaps really greatly increase the number of arrows firing. There you go, now he's perhaps trying to garrison and repair. Yellow's keep should go down. Got a lot of battery rams not hitting. Green's ground force not push way forward. More elite men-at-arms push way forward as well. Now I've got the veteran horseman research for Green. Yellow has now less villagers than his opponent, which is significant. Green, Yellow also has 2 sacred sites rather than just 1. And now there's a relatively rare unit, the River Queen. It does do a burst attack of 12, 42 damage each. It has a pretty slow attack speed and a pretty poor range. 3.75 power range is less than the hand cannoneer, which base is 4. But it should do massive damage versus these man-at-arms. Berkshire Castle has been saved. Now trebuchets are engaged at the Berkshire Castle. Cross man-at-arms and hand cannoneers advancing forward. Riverquin, where is it at? I think the Riverquin's already gone down. Berkshire Castle now receiving massive amounts of damage. Got a spring ball before. There's a Riverquin. Actually, it doesn't show up on here on the top, so that's actually a bit of a bug. It is not on the casting system. Oh no, it's right there. I'm just blind. It's a great damage there, but I think it overkills a lot of stuff, doesn't it? It says it attacks multiple units, but it doesn't look like it attacks multiple units. It is ripping apart individual units quite easily, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think Magnell's is probably generally better now looking at it. It's damage is range, so it doesn't do any extra damage versus buildings or versus siege weapons. At least high pierce armor siege weapons. Spring Gull does get some hits there on the River Quinn. Ribal Quinn, however you pronounce it. Spring Gull trying to overrun that Spring Gull, very nice. Kirby's just trying to hit some of Green's housing. He has, or Yellow's housing, he does have enough population space to tolerate them going down for the time being. Got another trebuchets here. Berkshire Castle can provide some good damage protection for these trebuchets. And Yellow's just going straight for elite man-at-arms. Green should really eye deploying out crossbowmen rather than hand cannoneers. Crossbowmen, their damage output won't be as great as hand cannoneers, but it'll be significantly cheaper. And sometimes you just got to go for cost-effective rather than the best. And now it's going to repair the River Quinn there. It does take up the Spring Gull there. River Quinn's now repaired on up. Also got Elite Knight charging forward. Does see a Spring Gull shot there. The White Tower is up and going. It does have basically just to keep it build stuff faster. Got another Spring Gull there. That can help him pull out some quick Spring Gulls and engage that River Quinn. The River Quinn could turn around and engage this Spring Gull and maybe a one-shot it in one volley. Right now, these siege weapons are not engaging each other at the moment. So you now have another forward outpost there to increase the tactical speed of his forces. He also has forward infrastructure there. This keep has not been fully repaired, but it's starting to claim up this gold. Green is starting to claim up this gold. Both of them still have some gold to play around with. And Yellow has a big reserve of gold. A little bit too much. Knight does go down there. Trebuchet's engaging the White Tower. Now the Berkshire Castle down. There's two other landmarks right there, and the Council Hall. Destroy these three landmarks, and he loses. Or wins, and who we're rooting for. And Candias are engaged on in. Yellow's man-at-arms trying to engage Green's man-at-arms, just making an ever-scrolling, increasing front line. If you do not have to keep not being plotted field. Of course, we've got the network of towers or network of citadels for Yellow. Green does have, of course, the network of castles. He has not got a network of citadels there. So Yellow does have better defense. River Quinn Tower against great damage on in. White Tower has been destroyed. Use wood to repair up the landmark keeps, so that is significantly cheaper than trying to use stone. Has been taking quite a bit of damage there. Green's keep is already deployed on the field. And Green does win the game. Yellow does back out now. That's Anna Gray saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, one more replay for tonight, and I should be good. Sorry, I hit my microphone when I was there. Maybe I'll find some more replays for him. Let's see. Which one was it? There's a lot of Dry Arabias. We do Rus vs. Ottoman. That's the one we just did. Is this a solo rank? So I'm just looking about the name. I'm wondering if he doing something special. But let's go and do this one here.